Peace and Allah you Akbar. Welcome back to another episode of the Jihad Live Experience. I'm thankful for those who are going to sit in tonight on tonight's show. I have a great one for you tonight with a great guest and a great individual. As I always tell people, man, if you like everything that I share on this channel, man, please always remember to hit the like, share, subscribe button. And also, a lot of people now, I'm almost close. I'm a little bit over half to almost 200 followers. But man, y'all got to start hitting y'all notifications, man. A lot of people be like, well, I didn't know this was on, or I didn't know that was taking place or whatever. But you got to hit your notifications so you know when I upload episodes or when we going live or discuss great topics or whatever the case may be. This is the place where the problem solvers become the teacher. We bring it sexy back to the everyday hardworking man and woman who impact your life within close proximity. Bringing value back to non-white people in the concept called America, rising above this madness called Black culture. All right. Now, tonight is kind of a special one to me. You know, I'm a little biased to it. I'm emotional attached to this individual. But tonight I'm going to be highlighting my nephew, Jaron Thames, an athlete at the Western Missouri State University. He's in I believe he's going into his senior year of basketball. And for the most part, man, he's had a great journey. My nephew started playing ball like when he was little, man. Like I would go over my brother's house and his daddy literally be having him learn how to set a pick as I come through the door. Just taught him the game coming up. But he picked up the game very young, at a very young age. But the one thing he did pick up was high IQ. We see every day on ESPN, we see on YouTube, you know, a lot of athletes are highlighted, the so-called five-star athlete, the elite athletes. But there's a lot of underdogs in the game that a lot of people really just don't pay attention to coming up amongst the ranks. If you look at more than half the guys in the NBA that are superstars or more than guys who are excelling at the college level, these were guys who didn't get a lot of pub. A lot of people didn't talk about them. They didn't get all the media hype. And we also know that when it comes to the game of basketball, from AAU to high school, even college, we know there's a little politics involved. But listen, man, I'm anxious to get this show started tonight. I want you to step into the world of my nephew, Jaron Thames. I want you to understand his journey and what he's going through, and let this be inspirational to any young person that may be watching this program tonight. So, man, let me go ahead and bring my nephew on in here, man. Let's get it cracking, man. What's going on, nephew?
What's up, Aunt? How you doing?
Man, I'm still learning, man. How you feeling this evening?
I'm good.
What's the weather like up there in St. Louis, man?
It's hot right now. It was raining yesterday, but it's pretty hot right now.
Oh, yeah? You out there doing that physical labor or you laid back?
I've been doing physical labor.
Oh, yeah?
Cutting grass, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah? You been working out, man, getting ready to head into the season?
Oh, yeah. I've been working out every day. I'm getting ready.
Okay. Y'all, now you got to get ready to go back to school. And I know we was talking, man, about maybe a couple of days ago. Where did you say y'all going to be playing at in a couple of days? Or when you go back to school, y'all taking a trip outside the country?
So I got to go back to school July 25th.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to practice for 2 weeks, and then we're going to Costa Rica for a week.
Okay.
And I think right now all I know is like we're going to play a couple games up there, but that's all I know right now.
You excited about that?
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
How tall are you now, man?
I'll say I'm about 6'6". I'm 6'6".
You keep saying 6'6", man. I truly believe you 6'7", bro. You keep saying 6'6". Hey, man, listen.
I take 6'7" though.
You take 6'7"? I mean, hell, everybody else give themselves an inch. Why can't you give yourself one?
Yeah, I take 6'7".
Oh yeah, that's what's up, man. Hey, man, I'm excited to interview you tonight, man. You know, this is long overdue. It's long overdue. Yeah, it's been a journey, man. It's been a journey. So listen, man. Like I was telling people in the intro, man. When did basketball first become your first love? When did you know that you fell in love with the game?
I first fell in love with the game when I first started playing like organized basketball.
Mm-hmm.
You know, growing up, like before I started playing organized basketball, I was playing on a Nerf hoop.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a knack for the game. But when I started playing organized basketball, I felt like I started loving the game, and I wanted to get better and better at it.
Okay, but you started young, man. Do you remember the age that you started?
I started at 6.
Started at 6.
Organized basketball, yeah.
Do you remember, man, like how people would come over the house, man, and your dad taught you how to set screens and picks for people that come through the door?
Yeah, I kind of remember that. I remember that. And we used to play one-on-one on the Nerf hoop, too, me and my dad.
Man, you had a basketball in your hand, man, from the day that you can walk, man. You were just naturally bred for the game, and we could tell, like, when you was born, like, dude, you was long. So we knew you was going to be tall. We knew you were going to be tall. So speaking about that, man, your earliest youth rec league memories, man, take us back, man, to some of your earliest memories of rec ball.
I remember I was playing basketball in driveway one day, and Coach Craven at Lenore Church, he coached the Lenore Church basketball team, and I was
Mm-hmm.
new to the neighborhood. And he had came, drove past, seen me shooting around. He was like, "Well, I got a team up here, this at the rec league. I want you to come play." And then I came and played with him. We went undefeated that season, and we won the championship. And I was 8, so I was playing. I was 8 years old, and that's when I started playing rec. And then I started playing on squad one. My dad was coaching that team. The following year I was 9. So yeah, I remember that's really what I remember my rec league days before like I started AAU and stuff like that.
Like up at Lenore Church.
Yeah, Lenore Church.
Now, nephew, I know you've been raised and taught to be modest, man, but I'm gonna give you your flowers tonight, man. Do you remember back at that league, man? You was the biggest deal, man. Like people used to let you remember the time I told you a lady came up to me in Walmart over there on 124 in Centerville Rosebud and asked me, "Was I your uncle and what time did you play?" And you was just nothing but a kid. You remember them days?
Yeah, I do remember them days.
Man,
So
it was crazy, man. And I also remember those refs, bro. You remember them refs?
no, I don't remember the rest.
Man, it seemed like the refs, man, it seemed like they just, had like a personal thing with you because you was such a popular kid. And, you literally was packing the gym out, man, at Lenore Church back in them days, man. A lot of people wanted to see you, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I just thought about something. Did you forget about the team out in Duluth? Who was the lady coach that you had?
I don't remember her name, but I did play in the Duluth. Up at
Okay.
Duluth. I remember like I played with Adam. He
Mm-hmm.
played at Baylor now. I played with Adam. He was on the team.
Adam at Baylor now?
Yeah, he at Baylor.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, I
All
played when
right.
he was on my team. And yeah, I do remember Duluth, and I do remember best friends. That's when she had coached me. I forgot her
Yeah.
name, but yeah, it was at best friends.
But her son name was Jalen, wasn't it? Because I think he went to
Yeah,
Collins Hill. He said the
yeah,
football.
he went to Collins Hill and played football.
Yeah, I forgot her name. She's a very beautiful woman too, man. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of usual with coaches, man, female coaches anyway. But I just remember in that league because I know you had like a highlight tape, man, and you was getting that ball up to the rim, even at half height, man. You remember that?
Yeah, yeah. I recently just watched that highlight tape too.
And you talking about the one where they had you in the birthday party and stuff like that?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, man, tell me about some of your influence on the game. Who are some of your biggest idols and influencers on the game of basketball?
First I'm gonna say my dad because my
Mm-hmm.
dad he introduced me to the game. Showed me how to play the right way. So I say my dad. And then when I was growing up, my favorite player was Jaron Rondo.
Yeah, we
My
know.
favorite player. Yeah, that's my favorite player growing up. I like how he like getting his teammates involved, and I wanted to do it for my family because my
Mhm.
family they play basketball, so and I loved it, so that was my influence.
That's what's up, man. Is Rajon Rondo, man? Is he still like your favorite player today?
Nah, it changed. It changed now.
Who?
He an old guy now.
Oh, so who's your player now? Is it Harden?
Nah, I used to be hard. It used to be hard, but now I've been watching a lot of Jason Tatum and Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram been balling, man. Like Brandon Ingram, man. Man. I don't think he get his props, man. And I think, man, since we talking about the Pelicans real briefly, I think Zion gonna have a bounce back year. I really do. If he's healthy and he getting in shape, I think Zion, man, it's time for him to start proving his critics wrong, man. So, hey, man. So, as far as you been watching summer league basketball,
Oh yeah, Summer League. Yeah, I've been watching it.
who would you say has been that guy that's proven himself ready for the league?
I say Pablo, the
Mm-hmm.
kid from Duke.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's ready for the league. That's why they pulled him out. He played 2 games. He
Yeah.
did really good. So they pulled him out and said you ready for the league.
Okay.
So I say Pablo.
Everybody been talking about Scottie Pippen Jr. What you think of his game?
I like Scottie Pippen. I like Scottie Pippen Jr. He a good
Yeah.
guard. Like he can do everything. He can do everything on the court. He get his teammates
Uh-huh.
involved. He can score. You think the Lakers gonna sign him because the Lakers. It's the Lakers at the end of the day. So they got Westbrook. They trying to get Kyrie. Seem like.
I don't know. That's a tough question, man. It depends. The Lakers is an organization that wants to win now. They're not really trying to build for 2 or 3 years. Plus, they got the king there. So I can't say for sure. I think he'll get a contract though. Just can't. I don't know if it'll necessarily be with the Lakers or whatnot, but he'll definitely get a contract. And I'm gonna tell man another person that people ain't been paying attention to, number 88 with Sacramento, the big man. I think his name is Nehemiah Queta. Nobody's been paying attention to this dude, but that dude is a monster, man. Nobody can stop this guy. So I don't know if you've been paying attention to that, man. But dude's a beast. Dude been balling, man.
And they got Keegan Murray too that was playing real well in the summer league too on the Sacramento Kings. So
What college
Sacramento's
did he
got a
come
lot of young
from?
talent.
They do. You know,
Keegan
Sacramento
Murray,
Kings pretty
they
much always been
Iowa.
my team. Iowa. Okay, he come out there because they had another
Yeah,
kid come out there last year in the draft. And I think he was Sacramento, the light skinned dude. I can't think his name, but he came from Iowa, I think it was. Or was it Iowa State? The little slim dude. And then he had a weird name, but he had a weird shot, but he be knocking that shit down, man. So let's
yeah,
get
his name
into it, man.
Halliburton.
Halliburton, that's right, that's right. Because I know you know your players. Man, tell me some of your best AAU memories, coaches and teammates, man. What are some of your best memories? You know which one I'm gonna go to.
Man, my best memory from AAU was probably when we beat RM5 at the buzzer.
That's the one I was going to.
My coach, yeah, when we beat RM5 at the buzzer, that was a great memory. And
uh,
my coaches, I'll say my dad, Coach Kenny. Uh, I'll say my coach right now. I ain't never really played for you like when you was a head coach. I just
mm-hmm.
realized that like
Yeah.
you never was a head coach and coach me. But I'll
No,
say
I
my
was on the
dad,
bench.
Coach Kenny.
No, I was on the bench with your dad with the Georgia Stars
Yeah, Coach Will.
over there losing my mind.
Yeah, that was. I'll say my last one. Let me think. I played with a lot of coaches.
What about Greg
My
and them over at
last
Team
one.
Power, man? You know they always showed you love.
Oh yeah, Coach Greg. Coach Greg
Uh,
showed me a lot of love. He recently just hit me up, asked me how I was doing and stuff. So
that's good,
Coach
man. That's
Greg.
awesome.
But my
That's
teammates, I'm gonna say I got a lot of teammates.
yeah.
I say Zadi, uh, Shamar, Naheem, all my teammates now. My Ryan, he playing with Creighton right
He
now.
playing with Creighton Naeem
Rashad,
over at Virginia Tech. Mm-hmm.
yeah, Naheem. Zadi playing with West Georgia right now. I heard he just committed.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Zadi, that dude, man. You know,
Yeah,
speaking of Zadi, man, Zadi always been there. He was you and Zadi, man. IQ wise, y'all were really ahead of y'all crowd, bro. Like you and Zadi's IQ was
yeah,
just stupid, man. When y'all was kids, and you know Zadi could run that point unlike any other, bro. I always, man, said Zadi he's a smart young man. He was just built for the game. You know what I mean? So you know I got love for Zadi and Zaran. You know what I mean? Zaran, boy, you
yeah.
seen Zaran lately? That boy's solid,
Deron,
man. Yeah, Zaran solid, man. But you know they know the game. Plus they dad, you know they dad a coach too, so you know they know the game, man. But what about Omar, man, from the Gauntlet, man, with Adidas Gauntlet, man? Whatever happened to Omar?
Omar. I don't know what happened to Omar. I just remember he was kind of older. He was older than us playing on the AU team. That's all I remember. So
Yeah,
I don't know where he at now.
I like Omar, man. You know, I used to, man, you know, in between them games, man, I used to try to get questions. I used to try to get answers out of Omar. Omar was well trained. What
Yeah,
about Coach DJ, man? You know what I'm saying? He was cool with Coach DJ, wasn't he? He was cool, dude.
yeah, Coach DJ. Yeah, he was cool. I also want to shout out my trainer, Coach Ron. Coach Ron.
Ryan Moye.
I remember.
Okay.
I remember I was at LA Fitness.
Yeah.
Me and you was playing. Me and you was playing at LA Fitness, and he wanted to train me and stuff. So I had to get up at 5 a.m. come to LA Fitness every morning, get a workout in with him.
Sure
Coach
did.
Ron, I say he got me over that hump where I got my confidence up.
Yeah, you know what? He did take you. He did take you on his wing, man. And Coach Ryan was genuine, man. Like he had love for you outside of the game, yo. And I think he was just recently rewarded for something back in his home state. I don't know if he got a ring or they was they was giving some type of memorial or won some type of award. I can't remember what it was, but I follow him on Facebook, man. I'm gonna let him know about this interview because I don't know if he's gonna drop in tonight or whatnot. But yes, you and I do remember you getting up at 5 a.m. man, going out to work out with him at Snellville at the LA Fitness in Snellville. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's real, man. What about the Stampede? Because you played with Southern Stampede for a short stint, man. You got any memories there?
I just remember like we had a lot of stars on the same team, so like I kind of
Mm-hmm.
like my role on the team. I was like a role player.
You
I'd
was
take
kind of
I
you
would
was
take
like
like
the
a back.
youngest one too.
Yeah, I was young, so I had to take like a
Yeah,
back seat or like
yeah,
so like that's why I remember from Stampede.
Yeah, because that's when Colin was still around with the Stampede. That he was on the main squad that was getting all the attention, nationwide attention, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, he was
Yeah.
on 17U.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I
yeah, we
do
used to
remember
watch
that.
17U play. Yeah,
So
he led the YBL in scoring. So
he did. So let me ask you this, man. Out of all the teams that you played on the AAU circuit, which you pretty much play with the top teams, the elite teams, what's your favorite team out of all of them?
on like the elite teams or just like my favorite team personally.
No, they don't have to be elite. What was your favorite team that you played with?
I'm gonna say Healthman. Healthman was my favorite team I played with.
Wow, for real? Break this.
Healthman was
Go
crazy.
further with that.
Yeah,
Why is that?
cause like we started my dad and Coach Kenny started Healthman from scratch, from where I was in fourth grade. So like
YBOA and everything.
I was yeah. So the people I was playing with was like people I was growing up with, and then we just got older and we just playing together, having fun.
Mm.
And we was going to nationals together. We used to do everything together. Eat, go out to eat together. We used to do everything together. So like not playing, we played in the games. It was just fun. So it was just that was my probably the favorite team to
Wow,
play with. AAU. Yeah,
that's deep, man. But you know what? And the beautiful thing about it is, man, is all y'all still brothers to this day. Cause you know
yeah,
Gerald and Courtney play with me right now, man, in the men's open league on Wednesday nights right now. So I got them with some
right.
great young talent, man. You know, trying to make it happen. You know how Gerald get. Gerald a battery, he don't stop. You know what I mean? So, but this
Yeah,
is one of the things, man. Keyshoy, you know, I hit Keyshoy up from time to time. Jalen hit the buzzer beater when we beat RM5 at
yeah,
the buzzer. But honestly, man, you
yeah,
walked us back. You went, you worked, man. You brought that. You single handedly brought that team back, man. You went to work, man. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? It was you. I think it was Chase. Chase had to deal with that big boy. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Y'all was
Zadi.
working, man. Y'all was working that day, bro. Like, honestly, man. So, and then, you know, the next day, you know, I had a breakdown when we played that team. We should have beat their ass, but you know, here again, politics, all them sideways call. Your dad got ejected. I'm about to get ejected. And, you know, I had to hand it to y'all after the game because y'all know damn well we won. Well, I know you
Yeah,
was working hard that game. You was working hard on offense and defense, man. So all my so-called
I'll never
thugs
forget.
on the team, I won't either because I was
Yeah, I'll never
hot.
forget that game.
I will never get
I'll
that
never
game.
forget
But
that game. Cause
the
we
RM5
just
game
beat
or the
RM
Sunday
five the day
game,
before.
yeah.
We
And
just
then
beat RM5 the
RM5
day
come back and
before.
beat right, and RM5 come back and beat the team we should have blew out. So we should have met back up with them again in the championship game. What was that? Was that the Peach State? What was that? Peach Jam? What was it?
That was that was a EYBL session.
That's what I thought.
That
Yeah,
was it.
that's what I
It
thought.
was the Atlanta session. Atlanta session. We was in
Yeah,
Atlanta. We were playing in Lakeport.
and we fought to get back up there because that's kind of around the time Lake Point had opened up.
Yeah, we was
So
playing
yeah.
Lakeport.
Yeah, man, you know I was hot, man. So, hey, before I get off this side, man, before I get off this particular subject, man, what about high school? Now, I know you used to play at South Gwinnett, man. Do you have any memories, man, of playing at South Gwinnett, man, before you moved back home to Missouri?
I just remember at South Gwinnett, I was kind of like an underdog at South Gwinnett. You know how people they start playing varsity first. A lot of people like they just playing college basketball. Started off playing varsity as a freshman. I had played on the freshman team. I played on the freshman
Mm,
team, then I played on the JV team. So that's where I remember from. So I was like an underdog. Like I feel like I had to get right. I had to train, get in the gym,
mm.
stuff like that.
Yeah. So let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about the move back to Missouri, man. Tell me about tell me about that, man. That whole process of leaving the state of Georgia, going back home to Missouri. How did you feel about that decision at first?
At first, it wasn't like for certain that I was gonna come back.
Mm,
I had came one summer. I had came the summer that summer and came to Trinity, and you know
mm,
like you can play with your high school team in June. You can
mm,
play with the high school team in June. So I had met up with Trinity, and I started getting a lot of like recognition. I was getting write ups and stuff when I was playing up there in the summer.
mm.
So and then when we made that move, I was just like, all right, it's here now. I just gotta keep working hard and
Yeah,
get what I'm at now.
that's what's up. So, what was the biggest difference you noticed from the Georgia culture, sports culture, to Missouri?
I'll say the biggest difference is it's bigger in Georgia, but
Mm,
St. Louis got a lot of talent. It's just smaller, but it got a lot of talent. And it's like St. Louis is a lot of dogs, so there's a lot of dogs here. So you got to bring your game every night. And then I say Georgia is more like you cut from a different cloth if in Georgia. You see,
Yeah.
they make it real big. Yeah, it's real big down there. It's a lot of high schools. It's a lot of time, a lot of recognition you can get known in Georgia. So that's
Hmm.
why I say the difference is.
So man, I gotta go there. Let's talk about the first time y'all played Vashon. Did
The
y'all
first
get
time,
cheated the game?
yeah, we got cheated. We got
Cause it's
cheated.
all on YouTube, man. I think it's about almost at 1 million views, ain't it?
Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
Phil. So at the end, Phil had ran up to Rashad and grabbed his arm and got a foul. But the thing about that game, that first Vashon game, the night before, it was like my first game back from my knee injury, and
Hmm.
I had 25 points the first game back on
Hmm.
senior night, and we played Vashon the next day. But when we played Vashon, I didn't start. I didn't get into like the mid second quarter, so that kind of
Hmm.
messed up my rhythm and stuff. But when we played Vashon, my teammates had showed up again, and I was getting a couple buckets here and there, but I wasn't in a rhythm because my coach didn't like trust me coming off an injury.
Right, and that's a Vashawn with Mario McKinney who committed to Mizzou, and has also
Yeah,
had Cameron Fletcher at that time who committed to Kentucky, who is now at Florida State. So, and y'all was in a hostile environment. Y'all actually went down and beat Vashawn in their house. I've seen it all on YouTube. I seen it all on YouTube. So that game is questionable, and even people, people that commented and section watched the game said it was questionable. But then the second game, what happened the second game? Because I was gonna come home for that game. That was a major game, and y'all played it at my alma mater. Y'all played it at my old high school. So it couldn't have been a greater stage to play that game at.
right. I said the second game was so that second game we was gonna come in and win. We thought they wasn't gonna be ready because the first game we
Mm,
felt like we won and then they had to cheat to win. So we just felt like we was gonna come different. But when we got went and the game actually started, they was mad. Like we were just talking about that other day. Like they had a different kind of energy that game that we wasn't prepared for, and the game went downhill real quick.
I say it's always politics because they had two guys who committed to two top D1 schools on that team.
Right.
And I saw the one play where it was a clear block that you had, and they called it a foul. I saw it clear as day. The whole world saw it clear as day. I said, okay, here go the BS. They in for the fix, man. But
Yeah.
it was no way. Let me ask you a question about that particular game. Do you think if you had some of your dogs out of Georgia on that floor with you that day, y'all would have won that game?
Yeah, I feel like me personally, I feel like we would have won that game because we all play with each other for a while, so we know what each other do, and we wouldn't be like
Mm-hmm.
nervous or scared.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like on Trinity, we wasn't like really gelling as a group. It was like a lot of individuals on Trinity.
Or maybe a lot of those guys never played on that stage before.
Yeah, it was a different kind of stage too because both sides was crowded. People were standing at the top. Yeah, it was standing room only in there when we
Right.
played
But
Vashon.
I know you've been seeing them. I know you've been seeing them big stages, man, since you was a little kid. So that was
Yeah,
nothing to you. I know you've been seeing it. And I remember when Amherst moved to Georgia and we was in Douglas County at the time and she was at Factory Shows and you know how playoffs go down here in the middle school, down here in Georgia. And I won Amherst because they had to play Stewart, which is anybody familiar with Douglas County knows. I said, Amherst, get your mind right. I said, you about to see the biggest crowd you ever saw in your life. She thought I was playing. The very next day at the game, we got to Little Springs High School. It was packed all the way to the top bleachers, wall to wall, standing room only. And at first, for like the first quarter, she kind of had shock. But she kicked in
yeah,
and she stood up and performed, man. And it was a great game. They lost like at least just missed a shot just by a little bit. They lost at the bottom, but it was a great game. But I told her, I said, that's culture shock. You know what I mean? So I believe when she had moved down here, I believe it improved the game. But, like you said, man, it's on a bigger stage and it's on a bigger
right.
level, man, or whatever the case may be. So, man, what are your future goals, man?
My future goals right now is that I just want to call myself a pro. Is rather is that the NBA overseas. I just want to call myself a pro, and graduate from college right now. So right now I'm on the right path. I got 1 or 2 years left because that COVID year is a
Mm-hmm.
thing. So I got 1 or 2 years left. I'm gonna graduate college and then keep working hard. And I can call myself a pro.
That's
So
what's
yeah.
up, man. Yeah, that's what's up, man. But let me go back to I kind of jumped the gun a little bit on that question. You know what I'm saying? So my apologies. But one thing I wanted to go back to, man, I want to talk about your commitment to Western Missouri State University. What at what point did you know you was going to commit to this school? And how has the experience been so far as the college life, the college athlete, traveling the country? So kind of speak on that a little bit.
So Missouri Western State, Coach Will, he had came to one of my AU games, and he was just showing love. It was one I wasn't really I was like a role player on this team. I was
Mm-hmm.
playing with Team Curl at the time, and it was a couple games like we was like it was the last game of the weekend, like on a Sunday, and we was 0-3, and Coach Will was the only coach at the game at our
Mm.
game. So he seen something in me. So when I had committed, I just knew I just knew it was gonna be different. It was gonna be different from high school. It was gonna be fun, but I knew it was gonna be a lot of challenges. It was gonna be a lot of hard work to go towards it. And right now, I say it's going really good. I'm getting better. I feel like I'm getting better every year, each and every year. And this year, I just want to win. I want to win more than individual stats. So yeah, that's
That's
what's
what's
going
up.
on right now.
So having played college ball for the last 3 years and experienced the college life, what is the biggest difference? Like, what are some of the biggest difference between college basketball as far as any other level of basketball you play? What are some of the biggest difference that you notice and things that you had to get used to?
I'm gonna say the strength and the speed towards the
Mm,
college game. The college game is real different from high school. You gotta have some strength. You gotta have some speed to get to your spots. You gotta be able to guard. You gotta be able to defend. So I say the strength and speed is real different.
okay, okay. So, can you recall what do you think has been your best game so far
In college,
in college?
I'm gonna say this past year when we played Northwest Missouri State.
Okay,
That
what
was my
exactly
best
happened in
game.
that game?
Everything was just falling for me that night. I had shot like 10 for 11 from the field. I had 27 points. I just felt like if I didn't get in foul trouble where I had to get taken out in the second half, I feel like we could have won that game. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was my best game.
And I also noticed, man, especially going into your sophomore year, you was yamming that ball, man. I know your grandfather, Pop always telling you, man, you above that rim, man. You got to put it down, man. And that's exactly what you started doing.
Yeah,
Remember, I told you this last past season, man. I started to see the Lenore Church and you come back out again. That
yeah, he did,
tenacity, that confidence. I saw it. You know what I
he
mean?
did.
But it'd be some games down here, man. I'm down here losing my mind in this front room. I'm like, come on, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, come on, nephew, hit that shot. Come on, boy. Play defense, man. Get the rebound. Do what you're supposed to
Yeah,
do. You know that. Every time
yeah,
the ball leave your hand, I expect you to hit it, man. I've been watching you forever. So we
yeah.
all know that shot. We all know that shot is money, man. You know what I mean? We all know. So, man, listen, man, wrapping this thing up a little bit, man. Let me ask you this. Who got the best jumper in the family?
I'm gonna say me. I'm gonna go with me. I'm gonna go with me. Best jump in the family. Me. I know you finna say
Oh,
yourself. I
I got the best
I
jump in the
hear it.
family, Rock.
I
Come
hear
on,
it.
I
I
can
hear it all the
outshit you any
time.
day. I know you sauced up your other uncle. I know you sauced up Uncle Dot. I ain't Dot. Hey, listen, man. We was growing up. I told your dad, man. I told your dad, your grandfather, and your other uncle. I said, hey, man, just give me the ball and get the hell out the way. If
Right.
I don't shoot, we don't win. If I don't shoot, we don't win. But nah, man, I ain't gonna lie. I used to have passing problem. I remember one game. You remember that game, man? We played that league game. I played with your dad, and we had the game
Yeah,
won. And I told everybody, let's chill out, just hold the ball. And my dumb
yeah, I
ass
remember
took
that.
off for the goal and missed the layup.
I remember that.
And
He tried to
they,
go get a bucket. Try to go
oh,
get a
I know a
bucket
lot
real
of
quick.
time. I know a lot of times your mom used to be like on the sideline, pass the ball. like I can't do it. So a lot of people be like, especially people in the family that know me, like, you coaching? Like, yeah, I coach. Like, nigga, you didn't even pass the ball. Like, hey, listen,
Right,
I'm a changed man now. I know the game though. But yeah,
right.
man. But listen, man. I was gonna make this tonight's episode about some other things, but you know what, man, you deserve your own flowers, you deserve your shine, man, and I'm proud of you, man. I really am proud of you, nephew, man. And you know what, I got to thinking about something too, man. When I really look at the state of sports, when I look at the underdog, man, the underdog is the one that wins. And it's all right. It's all right, man. If you're not the popular guy that everybody didn't know, because you know what, you're gonna come up amongst the ranks. If you really look at a lot of these guys in the NBA now, a lot of people don't even know their story. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's a whole bunch of John Morants that will never be John Morants. What I mean by that, it's a whole bunch of kids that can ball where a coach ain't gonna stick their head in the gym after they bought some nachos. I think, man, what's for you, what God has for you, man, it's for you, and can't nobody stop that. No matter what division or level of basketball you come from, man, the cream gonna always rise to the top. And what I don't ever want you to do is doubt yourself. I always want you to believe in yourself and understand your destiny is yours. And man, just stay grinding, be a great teammate, listen and do what the coach asks you to do. You've heard this your whole life. You know what to do. And it's two things I tell athletes all the time as a coach. Stretch every day and only hang with athletes. If you start hanging with people, man, that ain't athletes, that's when you're gonna get in trouble. I expect to see great things out of you, man, and I'm gonna be tuned in this season, man, and I need you to go ham. And guess what, nephew? You're gonna be a pro one day. You're gonna be a pro. You can go as far as your mind take you, but you got to put in the work, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I'm
yeah.
proud of you, man. Even though you answered that last question wrong, man, I'm proud of you, dog.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Man, that's what's up, man. That's what the deal is, man. Man, so as always, man, we about to get up out of here, man. As I always tell you, I love you, I value you. And listen, all of us have an athlete in our life that we need to cherish, that we need to stand by, that we need to support. Pick them up, man, when they're in their darkest moments, man. Encourage them during their time of play, man. Don't yell and don't scream, and try to be your best to be as positive as best as you can. We don't always know these athletes that our kids, our nephews, our sons, our daughters. We want the best for them, but sometimes things work out. Sometimes they don't. But the one thing is for sure, that you still want to raise and have a decent human being, no matter where they go and what they do in life. And like I always say, man, from city to city, state to state, man, you listen to In the Zone Atlanta, which powers the Jihad Live experience. Until next time, peace and Allah Akbar.